I made Guitar Hero for the Game Boy Advance. Fretboard highway that scrolls, notes that come flying down, hit detection for those notes, and some scores for your current streak and the total notes hit. There's a lot of features it still doesn't have, like an actual point score, sustained notes, drumming, star power, changing time signatures, changing tempos, a menu for picking songs, multiple songs, a menu for pausing the game, and an end screen for the song. But it's still a clear port of Guitar Hero. Why did I make this? Well, I loved Guitar Hero growing up, and I loved my Advance, but if we look at the timeline for these two, they just didn't have enough overlap. There were other rhythm games for the GBA that were actually pretty good, notably the first game in the Rhythm Heaven series, Rhythm Tengoku. Game Boy Advance had started to get phased out when its successor, the DS, released in 2004 and 2005, slowly getting less and less releases over the next few years. There's some discrepancies in information, but the last game I could find for the GBA was released around early 2008. Guitar Hero, on the other hand, had their first console release in 2005 for the PlayStation 2, and it was immediately a success, leading to a whole new era of rhythm games that was just a little too late for the Game Boy Advance. DS received Guitar Hero on tour in 2008, which utilized the GBA port on the original DS and DS Lite for a guitar grip to give a similar experience to the full guitars that were used on the console release. The Guitar Hero franchise and many other similar rhythm games suffered greatly throughout the 2010s and eventually died out completely. One fan game was created during that time, which has harbored a whole new community for these games called Clone Hero, which allowed users to create their own tracks for people to play on their own engine. The main reason this is relevant to the project is that Clone Hero uses .chart files to create the entire track in the engine. I essentially want to create the same engine, but for the Game Boy Advance. The GBA can't just read a random file. So the first thing I needed to do was to create a converter that would take a .chart file and then convert it into data files that the GBA actually can use. This also gives me a layer where I can modify some of the chart data if necessary. The most important info we need from the .chart file is the beats per minute and then of course all of the note data. The game ended up looking a little bit like this, but it started out looking a lot like this. So how did it go from this to this? Well, both of these use the elusive Mode 7 to mimic 3D graphics effects by tilting a background to make it appear like it's a flat surface. The GBA doesn't actually have a Mode 7 like the Super Nintendo, but it can basically do the same thing with software. So I'm going to call it Mode 7 even though it's not actually Mode 7. Mario Kart uses Mode 7 to lay out the racetrack and then uses sprites for the racers and other hazards like thwomps. But Guitar Hero can use Mode 7 for the highway track and then use sprites for all of the notes. All I had to do was swap the racetrack images for the highway, adjust the angle to be a little bit more similar to what you would see in a Guitar Hero game, and then limit the movement to only forwards and backwards. And then this immediately looks a lot more like Guitar Hero. One limitation of the GBA Mode 7 is that I can only use 2 backgrounds in addition to the Mode 7 background. I want to use one of those backgrounds for having the notes on the bottom that indicate what buttons are being pressed. And I want to use the other for a sort of fading effect to make it look like the notes and the highway fade in from far away. The buttons are pretty simple, just using 2 sets of tiles for an active and an inactive button, and then 4 color palettes, 1 for each lane. And then we can show which buttons are currently being pressed. For the fade background, we can set up an all black background to fade into the highway and sprite layer. and then use hardware interrupts to update the blending intensity. A hardware interrupt allows some code to run based on some value retrieved from hardware. The GBA draws each pixel in horizontal lines. For this effect, I want to update the blending effect after one line of pixels is drawn and before the next line of pixels starts to be drawn. This interrupt is called the H blank, meaning the horizontal blank. And this allows it to look like the background starts fading in. Now for the note sprites. I'm going to use the same approach to the graphics that I did with the buttons. 2 tile sets, one for when the note is coming down the lane, and then one for if you hit it. And then 4 color palettes, one for each lane. Just like Mario Kart, we want to treat these notes as if they were 3-dimensional, with an X, Y, and Z coordinate. This allows us to determine the order that they should appear, and to change their size as they move down the highway. We don't really need the Y coordinate because they're all going to be on the same level, because they're all on the same highway, but the X coordinate will decide which of the 4 lanes that they're in. Now, the Z coordinate will be crucial to the timing of everything. We need to update the background's Z coordinate to sync with the music, and we need to set the Z coordinate for the notes to be synced with the music and with the background. Fundamentally, both of these should be based on the beats per minute that we got earlier, so the engine can adjust to any beats per minute and still work. This took quite a bit of tweaking and experimenting to get just right, and it definitely could be refined a little bit more, but I'm super happy with how it turned out. And the last major thing to add was the hit mechanics. I also used the beats per minute to create the window in which the player can hit the note, and the good thing about setting everything up with the beats per minute is that now all of these are synced to the same value. If that value were to change, everything else would change with it, and hopefully correctly. The actual last thing to add was a hit streak counter and a total notes counter as little UI elements. To test it out, I got a song from modarchive.org and then created a .chart file using Moonscraper Chart Editor. It's actually a really cool app for building charts if you're interested. And then I added the chart and the song to the project, and there it is. The whole song is playable on the GBA. The whole project is available on GitHub if you're interested in trying it out for yourself. I'll leave a link to the GitHub page, modarchive.org for getting the music files, and the download page to the chart editor in the description. All right, thanks for watching.